Ladies and gentlemen, this is the WCW Monday Nitro main event of the evening.
Of all time, actually.
The ongoing battle continues. The ongoing rivalry continues between NWO and WCW. Tonight, a superstar tag team match. Are you ready? Philadelphia, are you ready? With the thousands in attendance here on South Broad Street and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
And rumble is exactly what we are going to do here tonight.
And rumble like they never have before.
Members of the press, the wrestling press from all around the world are here tonight. From Japan, from Australia, New Zealand, from Europe. Ready for this one.
Coming to the ring at this time, representing the New World Order. First, weighing in at 287 pounds from Tuliota, Florida, a member of the World Tag Team Champions, the Outsiders. He is the founding father of the New World Order. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Scott Hall. And his tag team partner, the leader of the NWO from Hollywood, USA. Weighing 276 pounds, he is without a doubt one of professional wrestling's most famous and infamous personalities. Ladies and gentlemen, the self-proclaimed heavyweight champion of the world, Hollywood, Hulk Hogan.
Now, there's nothing like being here and the feeling that we have here in the Spectrum. It's an old cliche, but electricity, tension you could cut with a knife. They're smiling, but they realize what's ahead. Our fans in Charleston, West Virginia, you'll know what it's like when we come to your way this Saturday at the Civic Center.
You know, I've been in this ring. I've wrestled in this building, in this ring. And I'll tell you something, I'm more excited now and more nervous than when I wrestled here. This is going to be great.
Can you imagine NWO and WCW on the same team?
Never thought it would happen.
Never fathom that one.
And now, representing WCW.
Here it is.
Two of professional wrestling's biggest superstars. Together now as a force. Together now as a team. First, weighing 240 pounds. In the company of the lovely Miss Elizabeth.
Forget it, Michael. You better get out of there.
Let
Here
the
we
match
go.
begin.
Thank you very much. Let the match begin. Bischoff is still in there. Look, Bischoff wants to get a part of this, and Bischoff is getting a part of this. They're sending Sting to a turnbuckle. No, he put the brakes on. Yeah!
There you go!
We love all of that.
Well, we knew it wasn't going to be pretty.
That right hand was for everyone associated with WCW.
You're daggone right it was. Now Sting and Hogan on the floor.
And you notice Sting went right for Hogan. He had his eyes on that man the whole time.
Now the referee is signed to this one, letting this thing go. And that's exactly what he needs to do. Forget about a pinning, forget about pins, forget about disqualification. Charles Robinson, you need to let this go. This is much bigger than a 1-2-3 right here.
He should come out, sit in a chair, and just watch it.
Let them battle.
And interesting to see that they have separated, have Sting and the Macho Man. They are fighting their own battles, and Sting is going for the belt. Yeah, hit it.
Oh, you've been a bad boy, Hollywood. Yes.
He's just tattooing Hogan with that belt.
Sting, though, relentless as the Macho Man is up on top. A double axe handle on Scott Hall. Sting takes off his long jacket and tries to waste Hogan again.
Well, Savage hasn't stopped. He's got the belt now. Oh.
We are seeing much, I think, of what we expected, although I thought
You see, that's why we call him the most dangerous man in professional wrestling right there.
I'm really surprised that Savage and Hogan didn't go at it against each other at the beginning, that they did not walk, because that has been one of the burning issues, the biggest burning issue within the NWO guys, and that is the animosity that's existed between Savage and Hollywood that will come together in the cage match at Uncensored.
Oh!
Both Savage and Hogan vying to be the top dog in the New World Order, the straw that stirs the drink, so to speak.
And not only that, the Macho Man wants to be the biggest star in show business, purposely to destroy Hogan.
Did you see Savage reach out his hand and bring Sting in? How about that show of cover? 1, 2. He almost beat him. How about that show of teamwork? A member of the NWO tagging in a member of WCW. Never before seen, and they do it again.
Well, this one-night-only dream team, they're on the same page. Double axe handle blow to the back.
But I keep going back, though, Brain and Mike, I keep going back to the fact that Sting says, it's got to be my way. It seems to me that his way and the Macho Man's way are right now the same way. And that is to waste them both, lay them out.
You know, this is amazing me, because I thought the NWO would be smoother. I thought Hogan and Hall would have meetings. They'd sit down with Nash and now Scott Steiner and talk everything out with tag team rules. What the rules mean. But, you know, Savage here hasn't backed down one bit. He's been a partner to Sting.
And who better to plot strategy against the NWO than the Macho Man Randy Savage?
Here's the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out that time. Scott Hall got the right shoulder up. Well, we enjoyed all of that.
You know, maybe the success of this team will be because Savage has maybe drove Sting nuts.
Savage sees an opening and he goes right through it. And Bischoff and Hogan trying to maybe rethink some strategy here. I think the only strategy you can think of is to get away from these guys.
Look at the good tag team work of Savage and Sting.
Consummate tag team wrestling. Good quick tags.
What a team, and here comes Savage. Elbow, 1, 2. You know, I see Savage and I think about how Savage was a member of that team that tried to fend off the NWO. Did Hogan have something in his hand?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Whatever,
he sure did.
I couldn't tell what that was, but he threw it underneath the steel steps and it decked Savage. Savage may be out. Short elbow drop from Hollywood here.
Well, that was the only way he was going to do it.
Only way.
Because Savage was in high gear. I'd like to know what that was he used.
It looked to me, now it's only because I saw a glimpse of it, it looked to me to be possibly a spray can. Because I could see it looked like a shining steel or aluminum bottom to it. But whatever it is, regardless of what it was, the fact of it is, it's turned the tide of this match, guys. Double axe handle.
Wow, turned it a full 180, Tony.
And we're seeing now some fluid tag team movement here with members of the NWO. And I think it's very obvious. You can see Hogan pounding away. That's out of frustration. That is out of hatred and jealousy.
They hate each other. They've hated each other for years. You know, Hogan was it's probably the biggest name in this sport, in the history of this sport. Savage always wanted that shot. And they always were jealous of each other. They never got along.
Well, you know, in covering the sport for years like I have, and Brain, you have, Mike, all three of us, we all have known that you can do bad things to an athlete, to a person, to a wrestler in the sport who has a bad ego. But if you try to show him up, if you try to attack his ego, that's when he gets the maddest.
That's the ultimate disgrace.
The ultimate disgrace for a guy with a large ego. 1, 2. The ego, a lot of times, the overriding factor. It is with Hogan. It obviously is with Savage. That has been the crux of the problem within the New World Order. Tag is made, Scott Hall. And also, I'm sure it's got to be in the mind of the NWO here. Not only do they want to destroy Savage to make sure the pecking order is Hollywood Hogan's, they would not mind taking Sting down a notch or two for Scott Hall and his title bout coming up at Uncensored on the 15th. Foot to the face. There's the big foot by Hollywood.
Savage has been in there a long time. He's taken a lot of abuse.
Hogan feels he's got him down. The big foot has always been the prelude to the leg drop off of the ropes. Hogan's gonna pick him up, scoop slam.
Here it comes, Tony.
Here it comes, you're right.
Just landing on his wallet.
Savage rolls to his right, trying to make a tag.
And who would know Hogan better than Savage? Able to get out of the way. Now Sting and Hogan.
Let's go!
Sting and Hogan. Stinger splash.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, his future.
Right in your living room. Watch this. Look at the elevation. Yes! Oh!
Scott Hall in. Scott Hall down. Sting. Scorpion deadlock.
And Savage going to the top with his patented
Here
elbow
they
drop.
come. Here they come. Here they come. Brian Adams and Buff Bagwell the first to hit the ring. The match has been thrown out. And the ring is filling up.
But notice Savage and Sting are still standing. Diamond Dallas is out there now.
DDP has come out to pull out.
Bagwell.
Who is that in the ring? Oh! I have no idea who that is, but it's a new member of the NWO. It may have been this. Is this the same man we saw last week? He rolls Hogan out. He's getting Hogan out of there. Look at that, he and Bischoff.
He came out specifically to save Hogan.
He's taking care of Hogan.
He sure is. And Sting trying to fight off every member of the NWO. Savage has been decked. He is down. The NWO still trying to circle the wagons. Whoever that man is, whoever this NWO member is, he is taking Hogan away. And Sting is still fighting him off.
Here comes
the Giant. Go ahead, say it.
Here comes the Giant. Bad neck and all. Must have broke out of the can.
When it all broke down tonight, the NWO protected Hollywood Hogan, didn't they?
The sidewalk. He's gonna pay for that.